What is going on, everybody? It's Jamie, and welcome to the channel, Thrift-Onfire. Today's going to be a what sold video, what sold from recently at eBay and Poshmark. Yes, even Poshmark. Before we pull those orders, I did tell you in the last video I was going to update you on some items that, as I list items from the Cal buy. So in the beginning of the last video, if you're watching them in order anyway, I showed a big buy where I picked up basically my entire SUV full of stuff. Some of that stuff, most of that stuff is still on the ground here, which I'm dealing with over the next few days. Hopefully I can get it cleaned up and figured out what to do with all of it. It will not all go on eBay. Some will go into the booth. Some will get listed in lots on Facebook Marketplace. I do need to figure that out as soon as I can, so I'm not constantly working around this mess. Okay, so I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I've already listed from the Cal buy. You'll be surprised that it's not cameras. The cameras that I talked about in the last video that I thought were probably valuable, I still think they're valuable, but there are no chargers, no working batteries, so I have to look to see how much each of them would be worth, and if it's worth putting the time into getting batteries and testing them and the whole deal. So they're not just simple things to list. We have to figure out, if I should just sell them for parts and repair on tested or what. So I just started listing other stuff, and there's some good stuff. Okay, I'm going to start off with the first thing I listed. This box set down here, it is Star Trek. And it's the lot of two. One is sealed. I thought could be worth more. It's going to be around $21, $22 USD. We're starting off there. Next, this Pink Floyd set here. This is like a little box set. Comes out. There's a book. A couple CDs in there. It's supposed to have a blinking light. My light does not blink. The battery's dead. Should be about $19 and around $20 USD is what I should get for that. Next, this Led Zeppelin box set. So it kind of looks like it should be DVD, or it is CDs. It kind of looks like it should be records, but it's not. It's four CDs. Okay, the lid back on this one. This one's not as valuable, but it's a very nice box set. Should be about $20 USD. This one, Cal actually said should be pretty good, and I just said, yeah, but probably will be good. I don't know. I wasn't really interested in looking up in a complete carload full of stuff. I was trying to buy it at a reasonable price. I think we did. Okay, so this Pink Floyd right here, Shine On. Mine is, I don't know if it's complete because I don't exactly know what complete is. So I just listed mine with all the stuff that's in it. There are incomplete. I can find a not complete one sold for about $70 USD. I believe this one probably is complete or close to complete. Most people want about $200. I don't know that any have sold for that much. I've gone ahead and listed this one for $150 USD. I'll show you what's in it. Pink Floyd, the singles. These are all postcards. Okay, I think there's like 6 of them in there. I'll try to just take my photos and toss some of them up for some of this stuff. There's a box for, I believe, the CDs, a book, and then under the book is all of the actual discs. So yeah, I would obviously take considerably less if it sits around for a really long time, but I think this needs the right person. Let's get the lid and toss it back on here as well. But yeah, I got mine listed for $150 USD, and that's actually probably one of the better deals right now on eBay. So just that box set alone, if it sells for, what I'm estimating it for, could pay for most of this buy, and I've got a lot of other stuff to sell. So what's next? Oh, a tablet. This is a Samsung tab here. Currently have it charging. It is tested. It is factory reset. It is the model SMT. I think it's T580. There are some solds for this up to $75, but that's like refurbished with the box and the whole deal. I listed mine high anyway, about $65 USD. If I knew somebody who needed a tablet, I'd give them a deal on it, but I don't. Most of the people I know use Apple or have, more current tablets than this. This one I think is from 2016, 2017. It's a pretty good tablet though. So I'm surprised it still holds a value of $65. That impresses me for sure. I did list this even though I don't know exactly. Okay, so I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. It's whoever this guy is. It's his 60th birthday. It's not in English. It is new with tags. It is interesting. I kind of comped it towards some stuff he had, like pucks and stuff like that, that I could find from this guy, and they sold for around $80. Now this isn't signed. It's not a puck or anything like that. It's just really hard to find memorabilia, especially for me when it's not in English. I use Google Lens, and I figured out that it was this guy's 60th birthday. It's Vlad. I don't know if it's. I can't even remember if it's Vladimir or something. I don't know anything about it, honestly. I did list mine. I was gonna do it on an auction, but then I'm like, I'll just throw it up for $40 on eBay, on Depop, and then on Poshmark. I think I threw it up for 55 and see if anybody's even interested in it. If not, I can just keep lowering the price. And then if it doesn't sell, you know, I could throw it on my booth or whatever. But I'm going to try to get $40 USD out of that. I don't know if that's reasonable or not. Next is controller. This is a Google controller. Need to clean it up just a little bit more. I did clean it up before I listed it, but now I'm just seeing white's tricky. That little stain was hiding in there, but it's not bad. I think this is maybe for Chromecast, something like that. I'm going to try to get $14.99 for it. It doesn't have the box. It doesn't have the cords. It's just the controller. If I can get that, I would be happy. I have also listed some other DVDs and I think like a DS game, lower value stuff. And that's kind of where we're at. There's still quite a bit of stuff in this bag, including the cameras, okay? If we do wander back here just a little bit, there's all these DVDs I have to go through. There's a few video games mixed in, but nothing really that great. And some clothing items back there and some more stuff back there. There's a lot to go through. That's what I'll be doing over the next few days. Probably in the Wednesday What Sold video or the midweek one, and probably even the Friday video, you'll see some more things that I've listed from this, or at least told you what I did with some of this stuff. You know, and that's about it. So also this past weekend I did go to some garage sales. The only thing I did find were some sealed Don Russ here. Paid $5 a box. They should be maybe worth $30, $35. That was one thing I picked up at a garage sale. The other thing was, I'll try to take a picture of and send it to you. Not super valuable, but it was a phone, Knight Rider. If you guys remember that TV show from late 80s, I think maybe even into the early 90s. It's just a phone, a corded phone. I thought it'd be worth more. I paid $2 for it. Probably gonna throw in the booth for like 25 bucks. It is really neat, but yeah. So that's it. I went garage sailing on Saturday, went to lots of sales, did not pick up much because I had all this stuff and I was looking for particular stuff. And yeah, so that's sort of what I've been up to recently, and that's what I'll be up to for a while, going through all this stuff. But for now, this morning I pulled some orders. I think I actually mentioned all this stuff laying on the floor as well in the next clip, so apologize if it's repetitive that way, but let's pull some orders. We're going to be working around a bit of a mess here. This is stuff I'm listing from the cow buy. This is all stuff I have to deal with still from the cow buy. We need to go through those DVDs for sure and make lots and figure out if any of them are worth selling online, or if we're just going to try to lot them up and sell them on Facebook Marketplace. I'm not quite sure yet, but we are going to kick today's order pull off with some Poshmark sales. This aisle is jammed up a bit, so it'll be hard to go down there. This aisle is mostly clear, but like I said, in the next couple of days, I will fix that. First up is a plaid Blue Jays Stadium giveaway button up here. It's a blue plaid. It is in the fine china because it is, I'll show you. Pack this one up. Everything in this bin is made in China, probably not worth selling on eBay. Well, depending. Some stuff I might still sell on eBay if it's made in China, but it has to be worth it for sure. XL right there, adult XL made in China, $30 Canadian on Poshmark.ca. Seems like the right place to sell that for the most part as well. Next, an Elvis throw. I picked this up at my regular Goodwill. So wait, let's go back here. I think I did pick this up at Goodwill as well for about $6, so 6 into 30. This is another Goodwill pickup. It's an Elvis throw blanket. I think throws and blankets at my Goodwill are like $5.95, so around $6 on this Elvis throw as well. And picked it up not that long ago. I assume it's this red one on top. Okay, yeah, right on top, folded nicely for us. Elvis sold for, had it listed a little higher, I think it took $30 Canadian. Okay, we'll just toss it down here. I'll throw a picture up of the sold. Oh, I just heard the plaid hit the floor. Luckily it's in the poly bag there, so it doesn't really matter that much. Let's put this back up here. I'm struggling with one hand free. Okay, knocking stuff over, but we'll keep on moving here. Actually, let's pick up the plaid shirt while we're at it, in case somebody at home is bothered by that. It wouldn't bother me that much. Snap-on hat here. I pulled this from the bottom of the bin to save myself all that trouble with one hand. Snap-on hat here, really nice one. Somebody was trying to get this for like $10 aggressively over and over. I kept countering at 25 on Poshmark. I think it was listed around 35. I thought $10 off was more than fair, and eventually the same person did buy it for 25 bucks. So happy about that. Let's pull a few eBay orders here while we're pulling orders. These golf shoes, spikeless golf shoes. So we're going over here into the mess, but we're just going to the shoes. It's the white pair of these Bion. I think I called them Bitten, Bion, whatever they are. Spikeless golf shoes. They're rubber in like an Oxford style. These ones did go ahead and sell on eBay for $27.98 USD. I would have paid about $8 Canadian roughly at my thrift store for that. Next, I picked this out of the Goodwill bins. I didn't look it up when I was there. I thought it was cool. This was a few months ago, probably 3 months ago. It's a little metal tour bus from the Open Air Festival. It's collecting a little dust right now. Sort of the Goodwill bins, probably didn't pay much. I thought about throwing it in my booth when I picked it up because I thought it was cool. And then I seen they sold online for anywhere between $15 to $12 Canadian. And I wound up selling mine for $9.86 USD, which is about kind of what I expected, really. I was hoping to get a little more than that, maybe, but not a lot more for sure. Out of the bins, happy about that. And it is going to get shipped out, I think, in a padded poly bag. We'll see when I get that far. Next, a card, $10 card. I think this guy's name is Quentin Hughes or something. Pulled it out of here. It was somewhere way back here, but we pulled it to the front. Upper Deck number card, or not Upper Deck. Is it? Yeah, Upper Deck number card 2019, 2020. Yeah, nothing fantastic there. But 10 bucks is 10 bucks, and why not sell it? Okay, I have so many cards too. As you can see, these are just my latest cards. I could go on a card tangent forever. These are some of the cards that I'm working through right now. This box is full of all low value cards that are, you know, about $2 or less. I'm gonna have cards in my inventory for a long time, and I've got boxes and boxes and boxes in the house still. This shirt right here, I thought it would do better when I picked it up originally. This is a Wesson Willys. This is Clemson Tigers, size medium. This one is, you can find the tag, is new with tags. Okay. I did see lots of solds when I picked it up, but they were all used solds. Listed mine a little higher. I just could not sell it new with tags, but eventually we did get, or sorry, could not sell it with the inflated new with tags price, is what I was trying to say there. We did finally get $18.99 for this one. Would have picked it up for t-shirt price, so $4.78 at my local Goodwill. So flipping that into about $19 USD, I'm okay with that. Let's get this round of orders out of here. Another round of eBay orders, and this time it's a pair of men's jeans. So we're going to the MJ men's jeans 1 bin here. Okay, I think we're gonna leave it right on the ground. There's not that many in here anymore. They're a pair of Levi's 512, darker pair. Could be those ones right there. Levi's 512 right here. All the jeans in all 3 of these bins, for the most part, came from the Goodwill bins. These ones we're getting $15 USD. So not bad. Typically jeans are $3-ish, maybe a little more, but not too bad. Not like, depends on the weight of the jeans. Obviously the Goodwill bins, you're paying by weight. Next, I think we're going for 2 different shirts in the clothing 1 bin here. We'll see which one we find first. One's a polo, which I can't, okay, I see the polo right on top here. It's this blue one. So it's from Kohl's. Is it Somo? So super soft polo, super soft. I forget the brand name at the moment while I'm pulling this. I'll throw it up on screen. It's like Somo or so something. Regardless, I wouldn't even look for that used in used condition at all. You know, from the Goodwill bins, it's brand new with tags. Is where that would have came from, and I only picked it up because it was new, and we're only getting $13.96. I would not have paid much for that. Not the best brand for sure. It's back in my, I used to like to grab stuff, almost anything brand new with tags, whether it was Old Navy or what, if it came from the bins, because buy cost is so low. Definitely worth it. I don't know why we put that away, because we are looking for another shirt in this bin. I think this one's like Demon Slayer, which I don't have any young kids right here. Like, all my kids are older. Like, I've got 2 children who are both in their 20s. Yeah, so I mean, my daughter loves anime, so maybe she knows about this. I have no idea. I don't know anything about this. I feel like this is something that just is maybe popped off again. Right? But it's a Demon Slayer. I got this from the $800 clothing buy. Is that what it is? I think there's like a Netflix series or something about this now too. But anyway, $9.94. I've had this one since the $800 clothing buy. Could not sell it. Had it listed a little higher. Obviously, that's on sale right now. $9.94. A hockey jersey. I think this guy's name was Eshell or something like that. I forgot to, sometimes I'll grab a video clip, but I think that's how you pronounce this one. Fanatics medium. It is a stitched jersey. It is a nice jersey. My coffee here, which you see right beside me, I spilled it on this jersey this morning, right on that patch, but I don't see it. I cleaned it up right away, but I thought, what a great way to start the day. I spilled some coffee on this jersey they just sold, but I think I did a pretty good job cleaning it up. I don't even see now where the coffee spilled. It wasn't a lot of coffee or anything like that, but it was a little bit of coffee, and it was a whole lot annoying for sure. If I did not mention it, I got $39.99 for this jersey. Is it Eshell? I feel like it is. I don't know. Next, this is Jim Morrison flag. The Doors. Maybe it's this one. JM Wanted. Yep. This is it right here. This would have came from that store that I told you guys in Niagara Falls. It was Rock Legends went out of business, and they were just liquidating everything in the store. I bought a whole bunch of flags. This style flag came from there. This style flag came from a different buy, which is why I kept the insert paper that we got with those ones. Anyway, this one we got $21 USD. I think I had it listed a bit higher than that, but I'm happy with 21 bucks. USD. Let's get this round of orders out of here. So it is a little bit later in the day, and I'm actually just working on my second eBay store. I'm taking a break from my main eBay store to work on the second one, which is all cards. Listing this card right now at the moment. I'm using Comp C. They're listing as a template. They're asking $8.59, or that's USD, or $11.82 Canadian. I'm gonna probably list mine for about $9 Canadian plus shipping. Shipping for me is stamps. It's $2.60 some odd cents. And that's what I'm going to be doing right now. I think I do have 709 listings up. We're getting daily sales. Sometimes we're getting multiple sales. These are lower value cards. This is actually probably the highest value card on this store, right around $9, $10. A lot of cards on this store are $3, $4, $5, $6. They are in that range. This store, though, like I said, is getting daily sales. It is growing. It has 100% feedback. And it is something that I'm going to be continuing to do for a while. I have so many cards, and once you have them listed, they're just sitting there waiting to be sold potentially, right? So, you know, if I spend an hour and a half a day just kind of messing around with this stuff, at some point I do think it's just going to be extra sales trickling in. I think some people look at stuff like this maybe as a bit of a time waster. I could be doing something else, but this is my full-time job, so I'm just like padding the numbers with, you know, even if they are lower value card sales, they're very easy to store, very easy to ship. I've got like this entire shed. I've got about 1,000 pieces. I think on eBay right now, my listings are like, I think like 1,990. I'll throw the exact number up right now. Now, just keep in mind, on my second eBay store, I'm already at 709. All the cards are in this box. And this box takes up much less space. So if I continue to do that and build a really big store or multiple stores or whatever I do with my card stores, it just takes up like basically no space. I could have 1,000 things listed on this store, you know, and it's going to take up less than 2 of these boxes to me, it seems to make sense. It does take time, but I'm only spending, like I said, an hour, hour and a half every day doing it. So, you know, that's sort of what I'm doing as a, just sort of like a side piece to my current business. It is part of my business, but it's not part of my main business. But I just wanted to give you guys a little update of what's going on with the card store. And yeah, we obviously have cards, better cards on our main store as well. But this store is pretty interesting because it is anywhere from like $3 to $10 cards. And they do sell on a daily basis, sometimes multiples. Up to the other day, I think I shipped out 12 cards in one day. It was a pretty good day. If you guys do like videos like this one, though, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content. We'll see you guys soon.